This is February 7th. We'll still be in the greatest series, and we will have the week prior, we will have gone and try to make people familiar with the 59 one another's of the New Testament. And of that list, it says love one another a lot, several times, I think over 10. But it also says quite frequently, forgive one another, forgive one another. Part of love is forgiving one another. And it also says bear with each other and get over your grievances with one another. We're going to talk about the difficulty of that. We're going to talk about all the challenges with forgiving and how the assumption that the New Testament carries is that, first of all, you are in relationship with other people. Love is an action, but one of those brought up a lot actions is forgiveness. And what's interesting about that is that assumes something. It brings it up all the time. That communicates you're going to get your chance, because we brought up the principle earlier in the series. You got to love real people, not imaginary ones. Well, imaginary people don't give you anything to forgive. Real people do give you things to forgive all the time. And at the core of good relationships is the ability to forgive. We do this with our children. We do this with our spouses. We do this with our close friends. But one of the things that we stumble over is the whole idea of forgiveness. So as a worship team, the idea of forgiveness can be pretty lightweight on one hand, just the annoyances that we have within our relationships and how we let things go, but also the heavier difficulty. And so maybe a way to get to some of the things that you could share, the angle is dealing with the lightweight things, the annoyances maybe you discovered in marriage or in friendship relationships, but maybe also the difficulty of having someone violate you and give you something to forgive, or when you've been forgiven by someone. But the topic of the day is just around forgiveness, but we'll acknowledge, first of all, why it's difficult, but then give some tools on how you can go about it. A friend of mine wrote a book called The Laws of Forgiveness, and we may be referencing that. And so, but the core topic will be just that challenge that is really there, that we have to bear with each other and we have to forgive each other as Christ forgave us. That's where we'll end. It always ties back to God's forgiveness of us that we extend to others.